Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. Welcome to Sweetwater's Guitars and Gear. This time out, a new compact amplifier from Vox. Let's get started. Today we're checking out the Vox AC10C1, a version of the all-tube amplifier that features a Celestion 10-inch speaker. It puts out 10 watts of power using EL84 power tubes. It has three 12AX7 preamp tubes that give you plenty of distortion, but also allow for clean headroom when you need it. It's ideal for rehearsal, for practicing at home, and even for small gigs. AC10 is compact and lightweight, has a built-in digital reverb that gives you a classic spring reverb type sound, and it also has an extension speaker jack if you want to run it to an external cabinet. Let's check out some of the sounds of the AC10. Today I'm playing a Fender Custom Shop Stratocaster, which has Fender Fat 50s pickups installed. Now the AC10C1 is actually set up with a fair amount of gain, yet it still maintains that sparkling top end that Vox is so famous for. So we'll begin with the gain set back to about 9 o'clock. I'm going to set the tone controls to 12 o'clock. There are bass and treble controls. I'm going to leave the reverb set to about 8 o'clock, which gives us a nice round ambient tone without being too splashy. I've got the master volume level set to about 10 o'clock, which is a comfortable listening level here in my office. You can turn that down and it maintains its tone all the way down to very quiet bedroom levels, or you can crank it up and it puts out a surprising amount of volume. So here's our bridge pickup sound. When we switch to the neck pickup, that's a nice round tone with a surprising amount of bottom end from a 10-inch speaker. It's a really fat round bottom end, yet it has that nice sparkling Vox top end as well. Plenty of headroom there, you can play hard and it still punches out nice and clean. Now we'll increase the gain to 12 o'clock. At this setting we'll start to get into more of a crunchy tone. As I mentioned, that's a nice crunchy tone. It really jumps out of the speakers. There's a lot of dynamic response there. It really responds to your picking hand well. Now we'll roll the gain up to about 3 o'clock. We're getting into overdrive territory there, and even with the low output pickups that I have in this Stratocaster, we're getting a nice amount of crunch from the sound. Yet it's still nice and articulate, very, very defined because of that chiming Vox top end. Now we'll turn the gain all the way up. We're pushing well into overdrive territory now, but there's so much harmonic content in that signal. When you get up onto the top strings, it has so much sparkle. It's a really defined, articulate sound that speaks really well. When we use the neck pickup, we're getting into singing sustain. You can really hear the edge of the pick on the string there. You can jump into harmonics very easily. It's a rich, round tone, again with a lot of articulation and a lot of sparkle. Now we can shape that tone using the tone controls, of course. We've got plenty of bottom end, so we could roll some of that out using the bass control, or we have a range of getting very bright with the treble control, or rolling it back to be more warm sounding. We can also bring the mid-range out a bit by rolling back both the bass and the treble tones. we still have plenty of headroom with this amplifier as well. As I mentioned, the master volume is set to about 11. If we bring that up, bring the gain down, we've got a nice punching open sound. That really jumps out of the speaker when you smack the strings. It responds so well to your dynamics, so articulate, and again, so defined and sparkling. It's really a fun amp to play. To give you an idea what the AC10C1 sounds like with humbuckers, I've got a PRS Modern Eagle 2 to play for you. This has a 5708 pickups, which are very similar to PAFs. I've got the gain set to 12 o'clock, and I've got the master volume set to about 2 o'clock. With this setting, with the neck pickup, we get a nice round singing fat sound, but that bridge pickup is so spanky, the sound really jumps out of the speaker. If you're looking for a compact, lightweight amplifier that's great for rehearsal, great for practice, or for small gigs, and that can deliver everything from sparkling clean tones to raunchy tones to really crunchy overdriven tones, the Vox AC10C1 is an ideal choice. I hope you've enjoyed this installment of Sweetwater's Guitars and Gear. Be sure to tune in next time. We'll have more guitars, more amps, more effects, and we'll be making lots of music. I'm Mitch Gallagher.
Thank you.